All right, guys. So as I promised you yesterday, to send a video today. Yes, I'm really sorry because yesterday I had some family problems that I couldn't get here on time for the class. Yeah, but everything was okay. You had lots of activities to do. Yeah. So this is the third story that you listen and you have to tell me, right? The first one, remember, noises in the night. The second one, the strange object on the hill. And now we are going to see a story called the coffee cup reading. And this one, it will be different from the other two that we saw. This one, we have one introduction here, yeah. And after this introduction, I am not telling you the story. I'm going to show you an audio telling about the rest of this story, okay? So the coffee cup reading. So the coffee cup reading, actually, people, is a technique that some people with some special abilities in a country called Turkey, Turquia in Portuguese, they can check the coffee grounds here, yeah, and comment about your future, for example. This is supernatural. Similar noises in the night and strange object on the hill. Okay, so let's see. Adam is telling this story. So Adam went to Turkey a few years ago with a colleague named Chris. We have been sent there to train a secondary school teacher in a school on the outskirts of Istanbul. Istanbul is a name, outskirt, periferia. While Adam was there, he decided to go and see an old friend. Just a second. And see an old friend of him, a young Turkish woman named Fatos. So Fatos is the name of the woman, okay? This supernatural professional who hadn't seen for several years. So he called her and they agreed to meet in a hotel in the center of Istanbul, the capital of Turkey. Chris came too with Adam, and the three of them had a very nice dinner together. After the dinner, they ordered coffee, Turkish coffee, and they talked for a while, for some minutes, until Fatos, the woman, suddenly asked them, "Would you like me to read your future, your coffee cup?" So Adam refused, like, no, no, I'm sorry, but okay. Because to be honest, he doesn't believe in clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is this professional, mãe de Nas, eh? And fortune telling, that it's comment about the fortune, about the future. But Chris, Adam's friend, immediately said, yes, please, yes, read my future on this coffee cup grounds. Grounds de borra, de café. Coffee grounds, de chão. Nesse caso dá o sentido de borra, ok? Alright, people, so now pay attention because I am going to show you the rest of the story in audio and you know what you have to do. You have to retell me this story as usual in audio and send to my WhatsApp number. Alright? So let's go. Attention.
1.10.
Fatos began to look very carefully at the coffee grounds in Chris's cup and to tell him what she could see. I remember that the first thing she said was that she could see sacks of money. And this was very accurate because Chris had worked in Saudi Arabia for several years and had earned a lot of money there. She also said that she could see a blonde lady. Well, Carla, Chris's girlfriend at the time, was blonde, so that was spot on too. But then Fato suddenly looked very serious and she said, I can see somebody in your family who is sick, very sick at this moment. I remember thinking, Oh no, don't ruin a nice evening. But Chris is a very laid back kind of person, and he didn't seem to be too worried by what she'd said. He just said, "Well, as far as I know, the people in my family are okay." Chris is an only child, and his mother lived with her sister. They were both in their 70s. Fatos said one or two more things, and then we asked the waiter for the check and said our goodbyes. It was a slightly weird end to what had been a very enjoyable evening. I can remember feeling relieved that I had said no when Fatos asked me if she could read my coffee cup. Chris and I got a taxi back to our hotel. The next day, Chris had a free morning because it was my turn to do the teacher training session in the hotel. So he went out early to go sightseeing in Istanbul. Around 9 o'clock, I got a call on my cell phone. It was Chris's girlfriend, Carla, calling. She told me that she needed to talk to Chris immediately, but that he wasn't answering his cell phone. I could tell by her voice that she had some very bad news for him, and I immediately thought of what Fatos had said the night before, and I felt a shiver run down my spine. I asked Carla what had happened, and she told me that Chris's aunt had died suddenly in the night. So, was it just a spooky coincidence? Or did Fatos really see what she said she saw in the coffee cup? I spoke to her before I left Istanbul, and I told her that Chris's aunt had died the night we had dinner. She wasn't at all surprised, and she just said, "Yes, I saw in the cup that someone in his family was near death, but I didn't want to frighten him, so I just said that the person was very sick." All I can say is that I always used to be very skeptical about fortune telling, but now, well, I'm not so sure.
All right, people. So now it's up to you, okay? So now that's your moment. So I have here some questions that can help you, okay? I'm going to send this for you in the group. So concentration, okay? Listen and watch this as many times as you want and send me the audio, okay? Very good, guys. So that's it. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.